Welcome to an HVAC ADHD moment with Jeremy Begley.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you today really quickly about the importance of using a blower door when you're doing a existing home load calculation. I'm going to use it as an example, a home that we were invited into recently. It's a story and a half condo. You can see it in the picture there to do a manual J load calculation and design for a full replacement of a system and possible ductwork replacement. So when we'll take a look at the house first, just using loose. If we thought, hey, that condo was built in the 90s, um, they weren't really doing air sealing back then. It's a story and a half, so it's going to be loose. It has knee walls all around the upstairs. You can imagine they're not sealed up properly. Um, it's on a crawl space. Crawl space probably isn't sealed, so we'll pick loose. We look at this, we're like, hey, if we don't do anything else to the home and we just replace the system as it stands, we're looking at around a 40,000 BTU heating load, around a 28,357 sensible load, and around a 5,574 BTU latent load, which is the water load. It's a little high, but we know we're using loose. We know there's going to be a lot of infiltration. Um, that's going to be coming into the home, so that's expected that we're going to have to deal with some latent load. We probably want to supplement that, especially for even times when the air conditioner is not running. That infiltration is still going to be coming in. Sensible temperature might not dictate it kicking on, but we're still going to be pulling that water in, so we're going to want to use some kind of supplemental DHU. But we can probably make it work with an inverter heat pump. Service both the quote unquote cold weather heat pump, service both the heating load. I think those inverter heat pumps top out around 48,000 BTUs. Probably have enough turn down the cooling load to feel comfortable with this cooling load and service this cooling load fully as well with the same piece of equipment. But that's using loose. Let's take a look at what happens when we use our blower door entry. So this was a really leaky house. The blower door number came in at 5,559 CFM, 20 air changes per hour. So look at what happens to our load when we use our actual blower door number. Okay, we get up to a 52,000 BTU heating load right away. So all of a sudden, that 48,000 BTU heat pump doesn't look so great. We might start looking at a furnace. If we want to do heat pumps, we're probably going to do two heat pumps because the you can't get a much bigger heat pump, especially inverter cold weather heat pump than 48,000 BTUs in most brands right now. Uh, and then you look at your cooling load here. What happened to your cooling load? Well, the sensible cooling didn't go up all that much, but look at your latent load. You now have double the amount of water to worry about, and that is going to be a problem finding an inverter heat pump, really any heat pump at this tonnage that really can handle that latent load. So you either A, have to seal the house up, or B, you have to think of a different strategy to handle some of that water and handle this heating load. So two totally different stories depending on if you use loose, which is the loosest thing you can use if you're not using a blower door, or if you actually measure the blower door